This video lecture covers how we apply Kirchhoff's law in finding the different parameters related with misgrouping. You know, misgrouping is such type of grouping in which capacitors or resistors remains connected in such a manner that some remains in series, some remains in parallel. In last video lecture, I discussed how we find the net capacitance of the misgrouping. How we apply stretching method, finite ladder type, infinite ladder type. Dear students, if we have such type of misgrouping in which it is difficult to guess number of entrance point and number of exit points are only one, it is impossible to apply stretching method, then we use Kirchhoff's law. As name suggested, Kirchhoff suggested two laws to find the net resistance, to find different parameters, to find net capacitance, as well as to find different parameters associated with resistive circuit or capacitive circuit. So since we are discussing here capacitors, about capacitors, so this lecture is for capacitive circuit only. The two laws suggested by Kirchhoff are number one, Kirchhoff junction law, and number two, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Kirchhoff's junction law, and number two, Kirchhoff's voltage law. This is also called Kirchhoff's first law, and this is called Kirchhoff's second law. Kirchhoff's first law, that is also named as Kirchhoff junction law, is used where at a point or at a junction so many capacitor plates or cell are connected with each other, and Kirchhoff's voltage law is applied in closed loop. It doesn't matter how many capacitors or how many cells that loop consists of. Kirchhoff's junction law states that at a junction, total incoming charge will always be equal to total outgoing charge if cell is present near the junction or cell is connected with the junction. But if cell is not connected with the junction, only different plates of capacitors are connected with that junction, then the system is called isolated system. Then we say that sum of the charges present across each plate of the capacitor should be zero. This is the statement of Kirchhoff's first law. Kirchhoff's second law states that in a closed loop, in a closed circuit, in a closed mesh, the sum of potential difference across each element will be equal to zero. Once again, Kirchhoff's first law is the junction law, according to which at any junction total incoming charge will be equal to total outgoing charge if cell is connected with that junction. Otherwise, if cell is not connected with that junction, only different plates of the capacitors are connected with that junction, then sum of the charges present on each plate of the capacitor will be zero. And second law means the sum of potential difference across each element present in the circuit, closed loop, closed mesh will be zero. Now, it is important to know how we apply it. For it, we are going to discuss applications of this Kirchhoff's law by taking a simple example of unbalanced Wheatstone bridge. Suppose we have unbalanced Wheatstone bridge Here charge is 2 micro, capacity is 2 microfarad, here capacity is 1 microfarad, here capacity is 1 microfarad, here capacity is 2 microfarad, here capacity is let 2 microfarad. This is point A, this is point B, this is point C, and this is point D. We can say that across left side of the diagonal ratio is 2 by 1 and across right side of the diagonal ratio is 1 by 2. So since arm ratio across either side of diagonal are not equal, we cannot neglect this capacitor. And if we are not going to neglect this capacitor, it is impossible to guess that in this circuit which capacitors are in parallel and which capacitors are in series. So it is impossible to apply those methods which we discussed in our last video lecture. So to find the net capacity of the combination, we are going to apply Kirchhoff's law. How we apply it? See. Question is, find the net capacity between points A and B. With respect to point A and B, we are not in position to apply stretching method, because if interest point is 1, exit points are 2 in this subgroup, so it is difficult to stretch. So we are going to apply Kirchhoff's law. Let, with respect to point A and B, a cell is introduced. This cell is producing plus Q charge from this side and sending minus Q charge from this side. Now, when plus Q charge reaches at point A, this is a junction point. This point is connected with the cell positive terminal, which is sending plus Q charge. So here incoming charge is plus Q. So outgoing charge, sum of outgoing charge should be also plus Q. So let's out of plus Q charge, here plus Q1 charge is going, so here charge must be Q minus Q1. Then only sum of the charges present here will become plus Q. Q minus Q1 plus Q1 will become Q. So here Kirchhoff's first law is applicable. Incoming charge is plus Q, so outgoing charge is also plus Q. Now, if this plate is having charge plus Q, this plate will have charge minus Q. Now, this plate and this plate are connected with each other, but there is no cell present there. So they are forming an isolated system. And we know that in isolated system, sum of the charges present across each plate of capacitor should be 0. तो यहाँ पर और यहाँ पर हमको इतना चार्ज देना पड़ेगा कि इन तीनों चार्जेस का सम 0 हो जाए. Let here charge is Q2. So here charge will be Q1 minus Q2, because then only this plate charge and this plate charge sum will be 0. Now if this plate is having charge Q2, it will have minus Q2 charge. If this plate is having charge Q minus Q1, by induction it will have charge minus of Q minus Q1, that is Q1 minus Q. Now again here these three plates are going to form a system, isolated system, because no cell is present here. So इतना चार्ज यहाँ पे हमको देना पड़ेगा कि इसका सम 0 हो जाए. तो ऐसा करने के लिए पहले इन दोनों को ऐड कर लीजिए. इन दोनों का सम आएगा Q1 minus Q minus Q2. इसका अपोजिट चार्ज यहाँ पे देना होगा. इसका अपोजिट क्या होगा? Q plus Q2 minus Q1. So this plate will have charge Q plus Q2 minus Q1. So this plate will have charge opposite of it, means Q1 minus Q2 minus Q. This plate will have charge opposite to it, means Q2 minus Q1. Now इस जंक्शन पर यहाँ से माइनस Q चार्ज आ रहा है, तो इन दोनों प्लेट्स पर चार्जेस का सम माइनस Q होना चाहिए. Add this and this, see what is coming. This minus Q2 will cancel minus Q2 here. This will cancel here, or it will become minus Q. So Kirchhoff's first law we have applied in this figure. Now we are going to apply Kirchhoff's second law. and Kirchhoff's second law is applicable in the closed loop. So students, we have loop A C D A. Now क्वेश्चन होता है साहब कितने लूप्स हमको लेने पड़ेंगे, इस पे डिपेंड करता है कितने अननोन्स हैं. One unknown is Q that I have assumed, second unknown is Q1 and third unknown is Q2. So since we have three unknowns, so we have to take three loops. पहला लूप हम ले रहे हैं A C D A, क्लोज लूप होना चाहिए, जहां से चले एंड ए पर होना चाहिए. How we write the path equation? VA minus VA, the difference of potential between two extreme ends will be equal to VA minus VC plus VC minus VD plus VD minus VA. Whatsoever be the value of VA, since both are having same value, so difference will be 0. Now जब VA minus VC निकालेंगे हम जानते हैं potential difference is equal to charge upon capacity. When we find the value of VA minus VC, we will take charge of this plate. What is the charge? Q1. What is the capacity value of this capacitor? 2. So we write Q1 by 2. अगर VC minus VA पूछते तो हम लेते minus Q1 by 2 because C से कनेक्टेड प्लेट पर चार्ज minus Q1 प्लस VC minus VD. VC minus VD, C से कनेक्टेड प्लेट पर चार्ज है प्लस Q2, तो ये होगा Q2 by 2 प्लस VD minus VA, D से कनेक्टेड पॉइंट पर प्लेट जो लगी उस पर चार्ज है Q1 minus Q upon 1. So we have got one equation in terms of Q, Q1, Q2. Second loop we will take C, B, D, C. C, B, D, C. Again, VC minus VC is equal to VC minus VB plus VB minus VD plus VD minus VC. जो भी पोटेंशियल C का होगा, since both are having same value, so difference will be 0. VC minus VB जब करेंगे तो C से कनेक्टेड प्लेट पर चार्ज Q1 minus Q2 upon 1 plus VB minus VD Q1 minus Q2 minus Q upon 2 plus VD minus VC minus Q2 by 2. This is the second equation. After reshuffling we will get this is the second equation. Now one more equation we have to find. For it we take closed complete loop as loop में suppose this point is N, this point is N. Take loop M, A, C, B, N, M. It is also a closed loop. How we write the path equation? Vm minus Vm is equal to Vm minus Va plus Va minus Vc plus Vc minus Vb plus Vb minus Vn plus Vn minus Vm. 0 is equal to Vm minus Va. पॉइंट M और पॉइंट A के बीच में कनेक्टिंग वायर लगा हुआ है, इसलिए दोनों पॉइंट के पोटेंशियल्स आपस में सेम होंगे, सो डिफरेंस विल बी 0. VA minus VC Q1 by 2, VC minus VB Q1 minus Q2 by 1, VB minus VN पॉइंट D और पॉइंट N के बीच में कनेक्टिंग वायर लगा हुआ है, इसलिए दोनों पॉइंट के पोटेंशियल सेम होंगे, तो डिफरेंस 0 मिलेगा. Vn minus Vm, just still fits here. अगर ये सिर्फ V वोल्ट का है, इसका मतलब इस पॉइंट का पोटेंशियल V है, इस पॉइंट का पोटेंशियल 0 है, तो अगर इस पॉइंट का पोटेंशियल 0 है तो इसका पोटेंशियल भी 0 होगा, तो Vn is 0 and Vm is V, तो Vn minus Vm will be minus V. So we have got three equations. We will solve these three equations. You have studied solutions how we solve three variables in I think class 8. So after solving, we will get the value of q in terms of v. We will get the value of q1 in terms of v, and we will get the value of q2 in terms of v. जब हमको तीनों अननोन्स की वैल्यूज मिल जाएंगी, तो अगर हमसे ये पूछा जाए बताइए व्हाट इज द नेट कैपेसिटी ऑफ द कॉम्बिनेशन, तो हम लोग ऐसे अज्यूम करते हैं कि हमने इस पूरे पोर्शन को यहां से हटा दिया और इसकी जगह पर एक कैपेसिटर लगाया पॉइंट्स ए और पॉइंट बी के बीच में, जिसकी कैपेसिटी सी है, और ऐसे सेल V वोल्ट का लगा है, जो यहां से माइनस क्यू चार्ज दे रहा है, इधर से प्लस, सॉरी इधर से प्लस क्यू चार्ज दे रहा है, इधर से माइनस क्यू चार्ज दे रहा है। तो इसका चार्ज प्लस क्यू होगा, इस प्लेट पे चार्ज माइनस क्यू होगा। नाउ इस कैपेसिटर ने जिसने उसको सबको रिप्लेस किया है, उसकी कैपेसिटी सी है, उसके क्रॉस चार्ज क्यू है, पोटेंशियल V है, तो Q शुड बी इक्वल टू C, Q should be equal to C into V for this particular figure, and the value of Q we have already find in terms of some number into V. If we compare them, we will get the value of C. Suppose यहाँ से Q की वैल्यू h डैश आती है और यहाँ से Q की वैल्यू मिल रही है C into V, it means C की वैल्यू होगी h डैश, मींस इस पूरे कॉम्बिनेशन का नेट कैपेसिटेंस होगा h डैश। This is how we apply Kirchhoff's law in any mixed grouping circuit. जब Kirchhoff's law अप्लाई करते हैं तो हमको ये नहीं देखना होता है कौन कैपेसिटर सीरीज में है, कौन कैपेसिटर पैरेलल में है। We apply first junction law, then we apply loop law, then by seeing how many variables we are having, we find the equations, we take number of loops, then we solve them, and finally we get like this. Now question arises, why Kirchhoff said in his first law that at any junction total incoming charge should be equal to total outgoing charge? Answer is, this law is based on law of conservation of charge, according to which charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. तो अगर कहीं से चार्ज क्रिएट होकर किसी पॉइंट पर पहुंचा है तो उस पॉइंट से तुम्हें चार्ज को बाहर आना होगा, लेकिन अगर सेलिंग में लगा है तो उस पॉइंट पर जब चार्ज पहुंचेगा ही नहीं तो चार्ज बाहर नहीं आएगा, इसलिए टोटल चार्ज जीरो होना चाहिए। Then why we say in second law that sum of potential drop across all the elements should be zero? It is based on law of conservation of energy, because energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. तो अगर हमारे पास एक क्लोज सिस्टम है तो क्लोज सिस्टम की एनर्जी हमेशा जीरो होती है। That is why we say first law is based on law of conservation of charge and second law is based on law of conservation of energy. So go through this Kirchhoff's law. Try to apply Kirchhoff's law in mixed combination circuits to find the net capacity as I have done. In my next video lecture, we will see what are the different applications of Kirchhoff's law, where we can apply Kirchhoff's law. क्या Kirchhoff's law केवल तभी अप्लाई किया जाता है कि जब हमको किसी सर्किट की नेट कैपेसिटी निकालनी है, या Kirchhoff's law और भी डिफरेंट फील्ड्स में अप्लाई किया जाता है? तो सबसे पहले in my next video lecture I share with you how balancing condition of Wheatstone bridge we observe. Why we say if left side and right side arm ratio equal, then bridge is said to be balanced. कहाँ से आएगी? That we discuss. Then also we discuss where are the other fields in which we can apply Kirchhoff's law. Thank you.